cartilage of epiglottis is, the options are hyaline, elastic, fibrous and collagenous. So basically there are three types of cartilages which we have to read histologically. So the cartilages are of three types. One is hyaline, then you have the elastic cartilage, and the third one is the fibrocartilage. Okay, now these are the three things which we have to read. So if you just try to understand the basic histology of the various cartilages, so we should be able to identify the various cartilages as well. So I'll give you some very important cues to just identify those kind of cartilages. So the hyaline cartilage, in that you will be seeing large chondrocytes. There will be islands of the chondrocyte that will be seen, and you won't be able to see the collagen fibers. Okay, actually the collagen fibers are present in the hyaline cartilage, but their refractive index is similar to the background matrix, and that's why these are not visible on staining, right? So yes, the identifying characteristics in this particular hyaline cartilage is going to be islands of chondrocytes with the collagen fibers not visible in these, right? Now if I just tell you the most common location of these, so yes, one is the fetal cartilage, growth plate of the bones, growth plates, articular cartilages, then in the respiratory tube, along with few exceptions, you can find this particular cartilage. Okay, so in the respiratory tube there are few exceptions as well, and then we have the costal cartilage. So these are most common important examples of the hyaline cartilage. Now coming to the second kind of the cartilage, that is the elastic cartilage. Now in the elastic cartilage you will be able to see large chondrocytes. No islands will be visible, but there will be large chondrocytes which will be visible with interspersed short, single and branching elastic fibers. Now these are the interspersed short, single and branching fibers will be there, right? Now how these will be remembered, actually the examples of these, so you have to remember this with a mnemonic, that is E cube T cube C square, E cube T cube C square. So here E is going to give you the eustachian tube. From E you have eustachian tube. Another E is going to be the external ear. Then E is going to be the epiglottis. Now if you remember the question as well, you are going to get your answer here from this example. Epiglottis, right, is going to have the elastic cartilage. Then T cube, T here stands for the tip of nose, tip of arytenoid cartilage, and then tritiate cartilage. These three are going to be the elastic cartilages. Then we have 2C, that is corniculate cartilage and cuneiform cartilage. So C is going to be corniculate and then cuneiform cartilages. So these are the most important examples of the elastic cartilages which are asked in the exam as well. Then we have the fibrocartilage. Now very important thing about the fibrocartilage is that it contains the type 1 collagen fibers predominantly, while the hyaline cartilage and the elastic cartilage both are going to have predominantly type 2 collagen fibers. So that is something that is going to differentiate the hyaline cartilage and elastic cartilage from the fibrocartilage. Now very important differentiating features histologically are, there will be rows of chondrocytes. A lot of cells will be there, but these will be in line. And then there will be alternating fibers as well that will be running parallel. Again there will be cells in a straight line, and then there will be fibers that will be running. So there will be rows of chondrocytes that are going to alternate with the bundles of collagen fibers, and these collagen fibers are generally type 1 collagen fibers, right? Now what are the examples of these? These are basically the shock absorbers. These are going to be the shock absorbers, and these are generally found near the bone and joint. So these will be seen in the intervertebral disc, articular disc, then in knee meniscus, in insertion of the tendons. All these tendon insertions, all these are going to be the example of fibrocartilages. So we have come to the conclusion here. If we go back to the question and try to answer this, cartilage of epiglottis, that is E cube, T cube, C square, is going to have the elastic cartilage here. So answer is going to be option 2, that is elastic for the epiglottis.